Oh, hi, I didn't see you there. Hey, Jordy, did you know that we're on other platforms too?
Really, like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and if you would like to talk to us, Discord and Reddit.
Yeah, and if you're watching on YouTube, you should subscribe too. Thank you.
One take.
How do you drink from a can?
How do I
Can I
drink?
watch you drink from the can? Do you purse your lips around the top and bottom or just the bottom?
As in, do I go just here or over that whole thing?
Yeah.
No, that's chaotic doing
Do you
that.
push your lips against it? So
No, I
your bottom
surround
lips...
the hole, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but isn't there like a
This
weird...
is the intro. This is staying in.
Yeah, but isn't there like a weird suction issue though? Because are you slurping from the can or are you letting it go down?
No, it's gravity's doing the work.
Okay, cool.
Gravity's
'cause
doing the work.
As a kid, I adopted the I guess deep throat technique. Like you just, like bottles, right? How they have the opening. I'd
Yeah.
like put my entire mouth open and then like draw suction from it, and I was like, wow, this is inefficient. And then recently, as an adult, I do the let it go down approach.
Yeah.
But I just can't drink properly anymore. Like my gulps are weird. I can't drink small amounts of liquid.
Hashtag tubular problems. Am I right?
That's not even the problem. That's another separate problem.
Oh, I see.
But yeah, for me, it's like gulps sound weird. It's especially awkward when I'm in my work break room and I'm trying to drink a nice Gatorade. It's like, gulp, gulp, gulp. I feel like awkward about it. So
Give
yeah.
us a live ASMR rendition right now. Get right up and close to it, dude.
Do you hear that?
Oh, that's a good sound right there. Yeah,
So, yeah.
that'd help Jordy go to sleep.
Does it
kidding,
just go
wouldn't.
down? Oh, how are your sleep phones, by the way? Have you used them?
I have used them. I have a lot of trouble sleeping with them on because
Yeah.
it does press your nose down a lot,
There's weird pressure, isn't there?
and I sleep on my tum-tum, and so it damn near suffocates me, but I have used it to just like chill and relax myself a lot. So I do thank you for that.
That surprises me because I literally have insomnia and I can sleep with a VR headset on. I've done it
that's
like
nuts to
twice. I know. It's just I have this weird thing where if my ears are covered, I sleep so much better.
Wow.
Like literally wearing headphones, I just feel sleepy wearing headphones.
Whoa.
If I'm in bed.
I was
So-
gonna say, do you want to go have a nap now? Because you've got the nice
No.
monitors on.
I like it's
We had another technical difficulty.
Yeah.
Um,
What I was saying there is that if I'm laying in my bed and I'm wearing headphones, I'm extremely sleepy. And I've slept with my AKG headphones, really expensive ones I got with my Note 10. I had to super glue them back together.
what did you
So-
break them?
Yeah, like like the hinges on every single headset ever.
Yeah.
These ones are good because they have they're studio headphones. They're meant not to be like
Dude,
shitty.
you won't have that problem if you buy the new the AirPod Maxes, dude. Look how good they look. Anyway,
Yeah. Jody, would you like to talk about the AirPod Max?
no, I wouldn't.
You sure?
Yeah, because they look really silly.
Even like
Hey, do you
how
know
they
what's
look?
worse? Do you know
Yeah.
what's worse? After I watch Marquez's video on them, because I didn't
He's got a
even.
video already.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he's got them already, and he made a video on them, and at first I thought they were Beats based on what you sent me, because you said, and I forgot Apple. I didn't
Yeah.
conceive them to be AirPods,
Hmm.
but yeah, they're called AirPod Maxes, and I was like, that's a really dumb name. And then I looked at him, and then in the video he made, I'm like, damn, I kind of like it. Damn, I kind of like it. And then I hated myself for liking it, so I turned the video
What
off.
is it? Australian $750
Oh my God,
or something?
I'm never ever going to buy them. One, because I don't think, unless I wear one of those ridiculous $30,000 headphones,
Yeah.
that I will enjoy a set of headphones more than my Sennheiser HD 650s. I fucking love them.
The thing is, there's they're studio headsets, whereas these AirPod Maxes, they're just regular ass
Yeah.
headphones. They don't promise like neutral sound. It's literally just EQ to pop songs and like bass.
Yeah, and the thing is, you're spending how much? Look it up now while I rant a bit. How
I
much
think
they
it's
are in Australia.
700 or something.
That's fucking nuts. Because if I was to buy that now, right?
Yeah.
And they are wireless. They don't come with a headphone jack at all. So
Why would they?
well, I mean, some people like to plug it in or something if they need to. But so you have to listen to it wirelessly. And for me, I spent, it was probably about $800, $900 for my Sennheisers because I also needed to get like an amp DAC system and shit to actually fucking use them.
But you don't need to. It just makes them sound way better.
Yeah, but I mean, I probably spent about $7. How much? Tell me. Don't say 1,000. Don't say 1,000.
Pretty damn close to 1,000. $900.
In hell, man.
Whoa!
Fucking hell.
Oh my fucking god. No, no one's buying this. If I see someone in public, they're an idiot.
Yes. Just that is all the time that applies.
Fuck, like seriously.
That's actually insane. Have a look at the AirPod Maxes if you have a chance. Like, it is a very acquired taste. And they probably sound like let me do say.
Do they sound like $900? No.
Yes, he said he said they do. Marquez said that like they are very expensive, but they are one of the nicest sounding headphones he's ever worn.
Yeah, because they're fucking EQ'd. You can do that with yourself. You can literally take your like HD 640 or
650s,
50s, and you can put an EQ tailored to like your taste, and it'd be great.
Yeah, but I mean,
don't think it's worth it. I really don't think it's worth it.
It's not.
Do people need more than $200 sounding headphones? No.
It depends. And I would say
they don't.
No. Here's what
Bluetooth headphones.
Yes, I know. Here's what I'll say. If you are truly interested in audio, you'll be willing to spend that much. But if you're truly interested in audio, you won't buy AirPods Max.
You can't. The DAC is built into it.
Yeah.
You can't change anything. If there's something about the sound you don't like, you're fucked. You can't. Whereas like these headphones and the ones Jordy's have, you can plug them into anything. You can plug them into your own DAC. You can plug them into like any device.
And if you truly like audio, then you already know all these great brands that you can go with that have reputable backgrounds, and that you see all these videos of people making music. They're never going to be wearing a pair of AirPods Maxes, and I can guarantee you that.
Mostly because there's a delay as well.
Well, there you go. Yeah,
that wouldn't even work with professional audio. They use like with professional audio stations, they use an audio interface for like low delay monitoring, and it's not like you can just pipe it out to the headphones. You could, but it'd be like literally a second delayed.
That being said, when I make music, I actually need to stop using the headphones that I have because they sound like, I feel like I'll have the mix perfect for my headphones, and I'm playing it through. I'm like, oh my god, I am feeling this at 1,000%. This is great. And then I play it through anything else, and it sounds like absolute stinky ass.
That's what mixing is. You got to listen to it on a whole bunch of different devices and then tweak it.
See, that's one thing. Oh, speaking of, Tom and I think we mentioned last week or the week before, whatever. We're working on music together. We have a collective group, I guess, collaboration project called Secondhand Sounds. You can't listen to anything yet. We haven't made any full songs or whatever. But
you probably could listen to a little scrap of the songs.
Yeah, you could. And by doing that, if you want to, we're going to be. Oh fucking hell!
I would just watch the camera turn off.
Yeah.
I mean,
All right, we had yet another little
weird camera issue.
So if after this, you see video for a little bit and it cuts out again, then we've just probably decided to leave it or something, or maybe we have tried to work it out. Our camera's giving us some problems. Anyway, we are working on music, and if you would like to watch us do it, we've just decided that we'll start streaming us jamming, making music. We're working on some album art and some...
Can't promise it'll sound good.
No, we are, by all definitions, beginners in music production in every way. So don't come expecting to watch a proper producer making music. We're just having fun. We're jamming, just doing us, So if you want to watch that, you can go to Tom's Twitch, which is what again? I can never remember.
Just Tom Goff.
Tom Goff, that's right. Gough, Tom Goff.
Thank you.
And you will probably see us there. Oh, I was about to say in half an hour, but
there's a
not
video.
Live.
You can view the VOD.
Yes, you can. Yeah. Should we put it on YouTube as well?
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if you're on the Split View channel, we might as well even put it up on there. So if you see it on there, feel free to give it a watch. It'll probably be very long, so you can have it on the background. Do whatever you want. It's all cool. It don't matter.
Jordy.
Yes.
Did you play an exciting video game this week?
I played a video game this week.
Yeah.
So as everyone knows, I'm sure every fucking person in the world knows at this point, Cyberpunk 2077 came out.
Jordy, I'm right. Fuck you. I was right.
Yes.
Every single episode that we talked about Cyberpunk is like, that's a bit strange they're delaying it. Ooh, I don't have a good feeling about this. Ooh, why would they do this?
Yeah. You've been waiting to say that, haven't you?
the thing is, I want people to be happy, so I'm sad
Yeah.
about this as well. Even though I don't have any, I don't know, I don't even want to play the game.
And you really shouldn't right now
Yeah.
because
I
Here's the
literally said, okay, so people going fucking wild about this. People oh, you know, once the bugs are fixed and all that, in a year, you know, all the DLC's out, it'll be a masterpiece. And it's like, yeah, I'm sure it will, bro. Yeah, okay, cool. Someone literally posted on the Cyberpunk Reddit, I don't know if this is satire or not, saying like, is anyone else feeling empty and alone?
Oh, I saw that.
Crying. I
saw
just
that.
can't stop crying. I took a
Yeah.
week off work. I don't know what I can look forward to anymore.
Yeah, I saw that too. This game was, as every fucking person knows, easily the most hyped game ever. I would
Yeah.
say ever. And
7 years.
for 7 years, and
We literally said, even you said, like, it's not going to be as good as people are wanting it to be, and that's the problem.
it literally couldn't be.
Yeah.
It literally couldn't be what everyone wanted them to think. Like, everyone was thinking. Because you can't make a perfect game, dude. You can't do it. That being said...
fucking game reviewers are like 10 out of 10. It's not perfect.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, what?
Yeah.
You literally gave it a 10 out of 10.
I'm not certain about the sanctity of the reviews that are coming out, my friend. I think
Yeah.
a lot of them are...
They're like, oh, I played it on PC with a 3090 and it played perfectly fine. And I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm sure it did, bro.
I'm not even sure that it did, man. This is one of the least optimized games I've ever seen.
Have you seen that one screenshot of comparison between that? I don't know her name, but that's real photo
Wow.
screenshots.
Yeah.
Literally looks like a different person. What's this character's name?
Judy.
Yeah, literally. Okay, Google Judy console versus PC comparison if you want to see what we're looking at.
See, you showing me that, I was like, whoa, that's what she's supposed to look like?
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, see, like, it's...
The thing about this, like, I'm right now working on literally lighting engines in games.
Yeah.
And there is no excuse for that bottom screenshot because that's just literally lack of lighting. It doesn't have to look like the top, but it can look a lot closer. Like there are
Quickly
just
show
lights
guys.
missing. Well, I told them to Google the
Yeah, I
the
know.
screenshot.
Yeah, I suppose.
In the bottom section of this one, her face, there's shadows in her eyes. Her eye, like
It just looks
scleras
like
are
a fucking indie game.
it just doesn't it doesn't look right. The lights are missing,
Yeah.
which shouldn't be a problem. Like you can design around that. The thing is, Red Dead Redemption 2, Death Stranding, GTA 5, even God of War, they all look amazing on PS4. Whereas this game comes out and it's like, no, it's just a console or whatever. They just literally aren't optimizing
But see,
for
the
it.
thing, it's not like they even design... I mean, they probably did make the game thinking... And based on the pre-order numbers, they were right for PC, because I think it was like...
It doesn't even run good on PC, though.
59%
It doesn't
people-
even run good on
But
PC.
that's what I was going to say. Like, it runs like stinky assholes on PC
Yeah.
too. Like, it's unacceptable what came out. And the fucking stupid part is, they delayed this game 4 times this year. What the fuck was it before?
I reckon they should have delayed it at least a year.
Dude, not more.
Yeah.
This game is not done, man. This game is not done. And if people have to say shit like, oh, in a year's time, once all the DLC is out, just fucking threw the cable around. Once the DLC is out, you know, once they've ironed out all the kinks, this game will be perfect. It's like, well, they could have just done that from launch, you know?
Yeah.
No one's going to have a flawless launch. Everyone knows that.
I really I do think this was marketing mistake or like management. Like when they released the trailer at Xbox whatever like years ago, I think marketing were like, yeah, we need to capitalize on the hype now. We need to release before everyone forgets about it. It's like this shit's been going on for 7 years. You can just literally push it back to like 2021.
Yeah.
People wouldn't matter.
If you put it to this very date in a year's time, people like...
Yeah.
The funny thing is like people already lost a lot of the hype for this game from all the delays, so they might as well have capitalized on
If anything,
that.
there's hype's been completely destroyed
Exactly.
now anyway.
Now, like this, I saw the stocks or something for all the
CD Projekt Red.
yeah, CD just plummeted
publisher
because
and
of
all
this, and it's like they for a marketing perspective they did fucking great because
Yeah,
they
they-
had
they-
everyone believing that this is going to be the best game on the fucking planet.
They certainly got people to pre-order it. So,
Yeah.
you know,
8 million pre-orders or something,
I'm
the most
trying to
pre-ordered game ever.
Find a screenshot of another comparison between the PC.
Yeah, but if you've got an
Xbox?
original PS4 or the Xbox, I don't know what
buy
it is.
it.
Just
Just don't.
Seriously, if you're thinking about it, it's not even a playable game. It's
This
not.
Isn't an exaggeration. It literally is not playable. Literally
It's not playable. You will be driving around a textureless wasteland.
Yeah.
Waiting at 15 frames a second.
Even
I'm playing it on the PS4 Pro, and my brain has adjusted to whatever FPS I'm playing at, and I'm still trying because I spent $100 on this game trying to fucking enjoy it.
Even if you do stomach the frame rates, you're not getting the experience that they intended.
No, absolutely not.
You're just viewing like an unlit, untextured version.
Yeah,
of it.
it's like I'm playing a bootleg version of the game.
Yeah, you can't even say that because Pirates literally are better at optimizing than the game developers. Like, Hitman is like 90 gigs, and you can get it on pirate sites for 24 gigs, optimized, like all text is compressed, removing the anti-tampering that literally slows it down. Like, it's I mean, I can't say it's not surprising because I literally called all this shit.
Yeah.
Like a year ago. I was like,
You sure did. And ultimately, this game, once they have ironed out all these kinks and stuff, it'll be an average game.
It'll be mediocre. It's not like the story's great, but like from what I've seen of like police interaction, police just spawn behind you. Like there's minimal interaction between like a bunch of shit. It just kind of looks like, oh, you know, here's a world, and you just kind of do a story.
The amount of, like, okay, I'm just going to rattle off a list of things that I can think of off the top of my head that happened while I was playing it. I crashed probably since I started playing the game when it came out about 7 or 8 times on PS4 Pro. And that there was a patch like 2 days ago, and after that I've crashed about twice since then as well. I was telling Jordy that, like, Sony fucking hates it when their game crashes because they don't want their console to look inferior or broken. Like, Sony are fucking pervasive about games not crashing. You literally won't get your game accepted if you're an indie dev. They'll literally just be like, nah, you can't release this. Even if it has, like, fluctuates frame rate or crashes, they just won't let you release the game. Yeah.
Whereas they seemingly don't care because it's CD Projekt Red. Like, yeah, we're making money or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's crazy to me.
There are just buttons in the game that just don't work sometimes. Just the D-pad buttons.
They just
don't work sometimes.
I've heard the driving is fucking terrible as well.
Awful.
Do you remember like a week ago you're like, oh, apparently the driving sounds really great, and I was like, I think I literally said, that's weird. They've never done driving before. So yeah,
it's uncontrollable. The driving, it's uncontrollable with a controller at least, which is ironic. Yeah. What else? There's just broken textures. I've seen countless T-pose models. The system in the game where you have like a phone and people call you to give you missions and shit. And for the first time, have felt what it's like to be truly popular, because I've had like 40 unread messages in a game. And then when people call you, especially if you fast travel, that time, like 8 people would have called you.
Oh,
so when you spawn back, those 8 calls come in, and sometimes they all play at once.
Wow.
8 calls.
You think they would have like tested that?
And then also, if you are fast traveling to a point and a mission automatically starts from it, that's 9. Because there's also the story that's happening. It's actually unacceptable.
Do you remember when you thought your biggest concern was the male voice actor?
Yes. Now I would happily play the game with just that.
But they put Alana Pierce's hair in the character creator. Like, oh, that makes it better, right?
Yes, it does. I didn't even notice.
They Alana was streaming and she found it, and it's literally her hair. Like, she pulled up the picture of the reference she sent, and it's literally her, which is kind of cool.
That's cool.
It's even in the character creator. So.
Yeah, at the moment I'm vibing at 1,000 listening to people like Tame Impala and Grimes. So when I knew Grimes was in it, that was the only saving grace, and I heard the song and I was like, well, now what? Now what? Anyway, I'm done talking about this fucking game because it is just makes me mad. And I'm trying to play it now just to get my money out of it. But,
do you think it's going to be like withdrawn? Do you think they literally just going to like... Has that ever been happened before? Like recall the game?
Nah, they won't be able to. How the fuck would you do that? How would you do that?
It's all digital. They like you couldn't play the game before December 10th. It literally wouldn't let you. Like they can just release a patch, basically bricking the game.
What about people who have bought the disc version?
Just refund them. Go like say to GameStop, hey, here's some money to like refund people. So
I suppose they would. All the money that they got from it, I suppose. Anyway,
I think what they're gonna do to kind of make up for it is make the DLC free. I think that's a move they're gonna make.
I think they will do that. They will probably be working insane overtime right now, trying to get it playable for Christmas. That's what I think they'll do.
That's not like feasible though. Like they really can't.
No, because
just due to how big the game is.
How big the game is, and how low spec the original PS4 is and stuff to optimize for.
It's
such
funny
a big
because they seem to have issues with characters holding things, like so many screenshots and videos, like things that people are holding either jitter, freeze in place, or just gone. Like I saw a video of someone playing a guitar in the game, which is kind of cool. They actually did the hand movements and it was proper notes, but the guitar was just jiggling around and glitching out. Yeah. So funny. People on the subreddit are like, yeah, the way I'm kind of coping with this is that it's part of the game. You know, it's just your cyberware glitching out. And I'm like,
oh, buddy, my God, that's actually fucking sad cringe right there.
Yeah, they just can't accept that maybe they were overhyped for this game.
Oh, that's fucking dull. That's really upsetting to hear, man.
Jordy, people aren't allowed to have fun because I said so.
Yeah, well, I don't know how they're having much fun, to be honest. But, you know, I'm sure that things will eventually fix themselves with it, but anyway.
No Man's Sky turned out to be pretty good after a bunch of updates and fixes.
Yeah, that's true. They had a bit of a redemption arc, didn't they?
Yeah.
Hopefully this game will have the same, because, I mean...
They already made their money.
Yeah, they could just fucking dip right now.
Yeah, they really could.
8 million pre-orders at like $100 each.
Their publisher literally said, yeah, Cyberpunk's recouped its dev cost. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I want to hear right now.
Yes. That is not what I want to
You don't have a financial like investment anymore. You're now literally making money on a broken product. Cool.
On the most overhyped product in the history of the planet, probably. Yeah. Fucking hell. I can't think of anything else on this scale like this. Anyway, so we're not playing any games today, so that's good, because I made sure to promise that we wouldn't be playing any games.
Thanks.
Well, I can cross my Cyberpunk note that I have on here. Have you watched anything worth talking about?
Seen footage, Jordy.
You've seen footage?
Yeah, I've seen footage.
Yeah.
Nah, not really.
Nah. Okay.
No.
Well, on to the next one then. So today, thankfully, we gabbed on about that for a very long time. With all of our collective pauses and starts with this, I actually don't know how long this is going to go for.
25 minutes.
Yeah. So today we're going to be talking about the Christmas time.
Cool. Like Christmas the Swedish one where they burn a goat, or?
Well, actually, collectively, yes. I want to talk about everything.
Jordy, I hate Christmas. Thank you for talking about Christmas.
See, this is the thing, right? My first question was, what do you think of like the entire Christmas period?
I now understand there's people who get depressed at Christmas, because I do, because I'm just not. I'm like an asocial person. Like, I literally hang out with my friends and family, and that's it. I don't really enjoy hanging out at events and all that. I'd rather just spend time with someone personally. So
yeah, I agree with you there. Yeah. And I think for me, it's always seemed a little bit messed up.
It's definitely capitalist. Like, it's 100%. This Christmas didn't exist like 100 years ago.
Yeah, not this Christmas at least. Not the one that we celebrate now.
It was like literally invented by Kirk, wasn't it?
I don't know about
that. Because it's red.
I don't know about
No,
that.
I literally think Christmas was invented by Kirk.
That's probably something worth fact-checking.
Yeah.
But it's something that every year I always think about, and I'm like, yeah, everyone's always got all their lights up and all that type of shit.
Spend money, you know.
But I think about the amount of money, like, you know how not most families, some families, what they do is they go around and they drive and look at all the lights and all that shit, and they make a night of it. I mean, we used to do that as well, my family. And I think of all these people who have bought literally thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars worth of Christmas lights to put them up for about a month and then take them down. It's like,
just don't take them down.
They have the Christmas spirit. I mean, fuck their energy bill if they have them on the whole time, I guess.
That, yeah.
But I don't know. I just look at it, I'm like, and yeah, that's beautiful. That's good. But I can't help but feel like they're the victim of something. Does that make sense to you?
I
Do you know what I mean?
I see it as they're some sort of demonic entity, like fucking exploiting our caveman instinct to look at beautiful light.
Yeah, I suppose.
It's actually fucking Satan lives there. Actually, I like Satan. I like Satan more than I like.
He's a cool dude.
I'm naming all my guitars after demons. So
do you reckon
like
if you put all of your guitars in like a pentagram, you would just summon like Beelzebub from the Tenacious D movie? Have you seen that movie?
No.
Oh, you're missing out. That movie is fucking amazing.
Some sort of like satanic deity with the awesome fucking flying V guitar.
Yeah, it is my most favorite non-animated movie.
Awesome.
Other than probably Event Horizon now.
Event Horizon's pretty sweet.
Yeah, that movie is. I think I've watched it 3 times since.
Yeah, I got the Blu-ray as well.
Yeah,
like, I get a rip. You know.
And actually, one of my questions is, what's one of the craziest gifts you ever remember getting? And I was going to warn you because this is one you'll have to think about. So while you think about it, it reminds me because one of my. I don't know how I will ever top this gift. Was the one that I don't know if I said it on the show that my girlfriend got me. She got me an original printing of the Event Horizon movie poster with a certificate of authenticity to come with it to say that it was one of the originals, and I'm just waiting on a frame and stuff to get it, like, because there's no way I'm just blue tacking that shit to the fucking wall, dude.
Sweet.
And it looks super dope, and I'm like, wow, that is a fucking great present right there. Do you have any that's like, or it could be like that you got from some weird relative or something, and they gave you this really strange gift or something? Because I always remember getting weird little trinket things from relatives.
I mean, I've always like chosen what I get for. Oh, actually, no. My dad gave me 2 separate times a fucking like katana and then a mini katana. So I'm gonna say that
he does. He wants to make sure you're protected, man.
Yeah, like literally, like he gave me $1 and he was like, "Oh, here," and I'm like, "Why are you giving me $1?" And some weird parable about giving someone $1 before you give them a knife. I don't fucking know.
Oh, okay.
But I like it though. It's a cool blade.
Yeah,
Jordy, I studied the blade.
Oh no!
While
dude.
you were studying the blade. Wait,
no, while you were studying the Bible, I was studying the blade.
Jordy, don't fuck with me. I have the power of God and anime on my side. Yeah,
you have to do the scream.
No,
don't do the scream to people's ears. They're driving.
I have the little knife one, the little mini katana. I use that. It's on one of my monitor stands. It's used there for personal defense. Jordy.
Oh yes.
I mean, I just put it there because I was like, hey, I should probably have some sort of sharp object within reach. I used to have a crowbar within reach, but crowbars are kind of heavy.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'd be able to swing that at a perpetrator quick enough.
If you use 2 arms, you can. Definitely fuck them up.
If you're sitting in your chair, how quickly are you going from sitting in the chair to wielding the crowbar and dealing enough damage to
I'd be dead before then because I have back issues and I can't get up as fast.
I don't think I would be doing any better either. See. Okay, back to the Christmas, the Merry Chrysler.
So is the Event Horizon poster the weirdest gift or craziest gift?
That's the craziest gift I've ever gotten. But I do remember
I got a welder for my birthday once. That's kind of weird.
Like a man?
What?
A man whose job it is to weld things?
Yeah, I wish, because I haven't been welding much, because welding's really fucking dangerous. No shit.
Yeah, it's something I've never been game to do.
It's literally, it gets hotter than the sun, and if you're not careful, you can just electrocute yourself.
Yeah, I'm not that keen on it. Not that I've had many chances and offerings to weld things. In fact, I've
never
had that.
Me neither.
And I worked in a factory for a while.
I have a welder, and I don't have anything to weld.
We live in that kind of society, dude.
A welderless society.
In this world.
Cool.
Yeah.
Jordy, funny.
Please don't stop listening to us. My next question is rhetorical, but for people listening, they might have their own interpretation, which is, do you think that Christmas brings out the best in people?
The best? The best?
As in, like, you know...
The best?
The best of you.
The best. Is
that Foo Fighters?
I don't know.
Oh, man, people are going to be yelling at me.
I thought it was the Look at This Photograph guy.
No.
Who is that?
That's Chad Kroger. That's Nickelback.
I think it is Nickelback.
No, it's not. Is it?
Jordan,
oh my God, I'm going to get yelled at for
Google,
this.
Hey Google, what is the song with the lyric "The Best in You"?
It's Foo Fighters, I think.
Yep, Foo Fighters' "Best of You."
Yeah, okay, cool. Whew, no one has to kill me back home for that one.
Really quick, actually. I'm surprised that worked so well.
Well, I mean, it's a very, very popular lyric. Do you think that Jesus would be happy with what we do with Christmas right now? Can he possibly be happy?
Think of baby Jesus in these Halloween times. I think Jesus doesn't exist, and yes, he does exist. He's just not the Jesus that we know and love.
If he did exist, right?
Yes.
We know he doesn't.
He does exist. He was a man.
Yeah, okay.
Who died.
But if there was an all-powerful deity, right? God, whatever. And they go, oh, okay, we'll remember you, Jesus. If you've ever seen An Idiot Abroad or whatever it was, I remember, he was doing on An Idiot Abroad, Carl was doing one about Easter, and he was in an Easter parade, and he goes, we're going to remember you, Jesus. And he goes, what for? We're going to have an egg. You what? On Easter, how everyone just eats chocolate like a gluttonous pig.
Do you think Jesus knew that we were going to think about him like eggs?
Yeah. And
is that what Jesus is, an egg?
I can't help but think if I was Jesus, which I'm not, just to clarify. I may look like him. I've got the same hair. But if I was Jesus, I wouldn't be happy with everyone buying each other shit.
If I was Jesus, I wouldn't be happy. Just in general. Yeah. Because I would be dead.
If I was Jordy, I just wouldn't be happy 24/7.
That's true. But, is anyone happy 24/7? Even billionaires are like, oh, fuck, I can't afford the 747 with the gold-plated interior. Oh, fuck.
I don't think that by definition you can be happy 24/7.
That's called drugs. Drugs
no.
is what makes you happy 24/7.
But you're not happy 24/7.
That's what heroin does. Heroin literally forces you to be happy. It forces you to be in euphoria.
Yeah, but then you come down.
Jordy, happy is not a relative thing. Happy is
a relative thing.
A finite state of emotion.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one.
Jordy, trying to be fucking philosophical.
Yeah, this one I was trying to bring back a bit of philosophy for this one.
You can build a machine that says yes, you are happy because it's a state of chemicals. What you're saying is that you need sad to be happy.
Yes.
I think that's just the input to the the thing.
I think you're giving a programmer machine answer to a question that is a human problem.
But it's harder to be happy if you're always happy. You need the sad times to know when the happy times
That's
are.
what I'm saying. That's what I just said.
Yeah, but if you take drugs that force you to be happy, you're happy.
Yeah, but then when you come down, you're sadder than you were before.
That's not the question.
You said happy 24/7.
You could just take a shitload of drugs and be happy. That's what
you could be happy for the rest of your life.
That's what homeless heroin addicts are. They just literally take drugs all the time and they're always happy in euphoria.
Yeah, I think the phrase is happy for the rest of your life.
That's
because the rest
dead.
of your life could be 20 minutes when you've overloaded yourself on heroin. But what if you were Jesus? What would you say about all these people buying each other things constantly at the same time is that when he came back from the dead? Christmas? God, this is really bad. I don't remember. Isn't this when he came back?
Sure.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Or is Easter when he came back? I don't know.
It's Xmas, right? Christ Mass.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think, it's 3 days,
that
right?
Or when he was born or something. Oh, that's Easter. Anyway, that doesn't matter. We're not a religious podcast. This is not a religious podcast. I'm skipping this question now. When you were a kid, right, on Christmas morning, little Tommy, well, actually, probably tall Tommy because you're a tall guy. Did you ever try and sneak a glimpse of Santa Claus? Did you ever try and have a look at him?
Santa Claus stole my bike one Christmas.
What?
Yeah.
Please tell that story.
I mean, it's just sad. I just literally, I kind of knew Santa wasn't a thing for a while. I don't know. I never really bought it. I just too smart for a Jordy.
When did you find out?
I feel like I have a distinct memory of it, but I feel like it was 9 or something like that. I don't know. I never really thought Santa was a thing. It was always because my parents never addressed things from Santa. They addressed it from mum and dad or whatever.
Hey, just actually before we continue, I just realized I forgot to give a warning.
Yeah.
We are going to be talking about the fact that Santa is not real. So if you still think that Santa is real, he's not. And your childhood is ruined now.
What are you, Konatar from Lucky Star?
I think the only reason people would is if their parents were listening to this in the car with children present, and I cannot stress enough how much you shouldn't fucking expose us to children.
That's a really bad idea.
That was a horrible way to say that. And all the more reason not to show your children.
He's putting words in my mouth.
Yes, among other things.
I got a bike for Christmas. I saw my parents put it into my room because I'm not that heavy of a sleeper, and then we went out somewhere, and then it was literally stolen while we were gone.
No.
I had that bike for like an hour. So, yeah.
Wow. So wait, your parents, I mean Santa, used to put your presents in your room.
Well, yeah, because where the fuck else? Like, it's a magical thing. You wake up and there's a bike in front of you. You know?
Yeah, but wouldn't you just put it under the tree?
How the fuck are you gonna fit a
Well, you
bike?
put it up against the wall near the tree in that case, but...
Yeah, but like I woke up and I forgot about that whole like weird lucid state of seeing someone put a bike in my room, and I was like, whoa, I did the Home Alone face. You know? So, yeah.
Did you ever have, when you would get presents that you weren't fond of, because we've all been there, were you good at pretending that you liked it?
This sounds like you're trying to tell whether I'm a psychopath. You're like bringing up these.
No,
Did you
because I was horrible at it, and I feel like I still am. Like I'm impossible to buy for mostly.
Yeah.
Unless you really know me, in which like you do, and you got me an actually a good gift that I would use. But like if someone doesn't really know me, I'm impossible to buy for. And so when people would get me stuff, and it's like this weird thing, I'm like, I'm grateful for the gesture. But it's like, oh, I'm not going to use this. Like, you know, I'm not going to touch this. But
yeah, no.
Thank you. I have a bad poker face because most of the time my emotion is like nothing. So I have to put a face on to make it look like I've received the gift. So I'm happy about it.
I mean, I'm grateful. Like,
absolutely. Me too.
I'm like honest. I'm like, oh, you know, that's pretty cool. Like, I'm not trying to be like, wow, I don't have a use for this.
Yeah.
I don't know, like most of the things I can kind of think of a use for, so I'm like, oh, I can use this for this, you know. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you would get use out of a lot of the things that you get in some way with that, so that is good.
I even have a collection of like trinkets above my bed, so anyway they're going to be, you know, used for something.
If not, it looks cool. You know, it's a nice thing to look at and go, oh, that's right, my homie bought me that. One of my questions, but I already tried to lead to it before, was what age were you when you found out that
you literally
Santa
just
Claus...
asked me that?
Yeah, I know, but I didn't tell you my story.
Okay, go on.
Because I'm actually a part of this podcast as well, Tom.
Yeah. You don't you just keep talking before I can ask you questions.
What do you mean?
Well, if you don't answer your side of the question, then you just move on to the next thing.
Well, you didn't ask me because you're a terrible co-host.
You don't leave space for it. I literally was thinking in my head, like, I was going to ask him, but you just replied about the pretending to like presents thing. You gave your side of the story.
Well, I'm sorry
Jordy,
about that, Tom.
Tell your fucking thing.
I will.
Piece of shit.
I was, well, yes, I am. Yeah, I am. When I was a child... My detective skills were more honed than perhaps I gave myself credit for, because I remember, I don't know what the fuck age I was, I think 6 or 7 or 8 or whatever, and you know I was leaving out little cookies and the milk and all that sort. I think no, it was carrots. We left out carrots and milk and shit for
Isn't that Easter?
Rudolph. No. And when we would get notes back, right, from Mr. Santa Claus, and Santa Claus's handwriting looked a lot like my mum's handwriting. And I realized, and I saw the note, and I was like, I have to get my mum to write something somehow. Just so that I could satiate my my curious mind.
Can I interrupt for a second?
Yes.
What if, like, you just wrote, like, so you're the parent in this situation, right? Mm-hmm. You get the note and it says, why don't you give me good presents, Santa? like, why doesn't my parents love me, Santa?
Oh,
and then you gotta reply to that. Like, fucking hell.
Yeah, I'd never thought about that.
Or like something really fucking weird, like, why does my penis tingle?
Oh.
Like,
Tom, why were you thinking about that?
I'm just trying to think, like, what's the weirdest note you could get and then have to reply to it? Because if you don't reply, then the kid knows something's up.
Seriously, don't listen to this with kids present. Yeah, so I got Mum to write something down. I thought, yeah, I've got it. And I said to Mum, why is Santa Claus's handwriting the same as yours? And she was like, oh, it must just be a coincidence. So next year, we got a note from Santa, and it looked a lot like my dad's handwriting this time around.
Why are you like remembering this a year later? Like, oh, the case has finally come hot again.
Because I was a skeptical little boy.
Shut up and receive your presents, Jordy.
Yeah, well, of course I did, because after the second year, I said, no, that's Dad's handwriting, because my dad's handwriting is really easy for me to, pick up. It's he writes in block letters and stuff, and I could identify it anywhere. And I was like, yeah, that's Dad's writing, Mom. And she was like, okay, Jordy, just don't tell Luke or anything yet, because, they still believe. Okay, you have to participate in this, You can still believe if you still believe and all that sort of stuff. And it's
fake, but you can still believe it. Okay?
Yeah. And I was like, no, I think I'm all right living in this world of the truth. Do you think it's okay to teach kids about Santa and the Tooth Fairy and all that? I was thinking about that. That's my final question.
If I have kids and like what I'd have to do, I mean, you kind of can't, right? Because then other kids at school would talk, oh, what did Santa get you? And then your kid either has to be responsible enough to not fucking blow their brains, like red pill them, red and green pill them, or like not. I don't know, it's weird. Like, you kind of have to do it, I guess.
Yeah, you do, don't you?
Since that's what society is, Jordy.
I wonder if that's changed a lot now. I feel like kids born now, like, in this world of, I would call it free thinking, but mostly just doing what they want to do.
Free communication.
Yeah.
I feel like kids know to kind of keep it a secret. You know? There's some weird collective responsibility involved.
I feel like either way, like, a kid, if they weren't told to believe in it and they just said like, okay, I'm gonna go buy your Christmas presents this year and stuff, on TV they would have seen stuff about Santa and asked questions anyway, and then they would have said, yep, we don't believe that here, we're still happy to give you presents and we'll celebrate Christmas that way.
I think the news still does that Santa radar thing.
Oh, I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. And I mean, even if they went to the shops, you know how they always have those pop-up Santa workshop things and like you can go and take a photo on a weird old guy's lap, which I still don't know how people are making money off doing that.
It's DIY this year.
What do you mean?
At Browns Plains Plaza, there's no Santa. It's just a backdrop, and it says to tag your fucking selfie on Instagram. So
that's fine. What? There's someone like photoshopping him in?
No, it's literally just nothing.
Oh, okay.
It's just like I think a chair and then a backdrop, and that's it.
Are you paying for this?
No.
Okay, well that's
literally
all right. That's all right.
Take a selfie or get someone to take a picture of you.
That's all right then. But that's all I had for this one. This one won't come out over the Christmas period, but I thought during Christmas people will probably want something a little bit juicier. So yeah, just a little light one this week. So thank you all for listening.
What day is this one coming out?
This one should come out, I think next week's is the Christmas one, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, well, let me check. It's a Sunday, right? Oh, the 20th, this one comes out.
20th, okay. So it'll be the one after that. That'll come out after Christmas. So, this will get you prepped for Christmas, I guess. Have a think about it. If you have any children or are expecting to have children, are you going to tell your children about Mr. Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy and all that sort of stuff? Easter Bunny? Have a think about things in your life for us, please, because we like it when you do that.
Cool.
Thank you all, and we'll see you next week.
Goodbye.
Have a good Christmas.